Hello! Today I would like to look at one of CiderCore's top performing posts and consider it through the lens of a couple of social media theories. I chose this post because it has the greatest number of likes and seems to have the highest engagement on Instagram. Those leaving remarks are thanking for service, semperfying, and acknowledging CiderCore's presence in the community. The two theories which best conform to this post are framing and reinforcement theory. Framing, as this post provides CiderCore the opportunity to reiterate its support for the Marines, effectively airing their bona fides. Within the context of talking about his story, he is able to bring focus to the CiderCore by aligning an event, National Purple Heart Day, with his business. Reinforcement theory is a bit of a stretch, though it does apply. Ostensibly, people who share the post do so because they believe in the cause, wounded veterans, and are proud of the organization's support of Marines and vets. Encountering and then sharing this type of content organically would absolutely be the result of reinforcement, both selective exposure and selective retention. Given the accompanying story about his injury and recovery, it's safe to say that framing is the theory most likely at play in here. Clearly it is effective, given it is the most liked of CiderCore's posts. Does this kind of post resonate with CiderCore's followers? Absolutely. I'm not sure that there's anything that could be done specifically to the content and context of this post. It's pretty much exactly the thing that it needs to be. However, I would argue that they swung and missed with some of their tags. Running their hashtags through right tag, we find that hashtag never forgotten does have some share activity over the long term. However, simply changing from past tense to present, never forget, literally doubles the number of reshares. National Purple Heart Day does okay for sharing over time, but drink great cider, honor great sacrifice doesn't yield any results. I would recommend hashtag sacrifice and hashtag USA as they have a high level of reshares and impressions. I believe that the theory of reciprocity might have some impact on the success of this post. Some type of inclusion like the phrase comment cider or some such tag like to receive $1 off your drink would absolutely boost the content's reach. There is an aspect of gatekeeping theory that is lurking around the edges of CiderCore's posts, and I would encourage them to keep that in check by widening the scope of their posts to appeal to people who have no military background. If CiderCore becomes known solely as the Marines' drink of choice, a false impression of machismo or bravado might turn some people off. Cider isn't traditionally considered the most manly of drinks, so trying to force too much military themes feels like overcompensation or pandering to too narrow of a niche. That wraps it up for this analysis. Thanks for watching.